welcome to the rest of the podcast, the Patreon podcast. I'm going to read some more questions. What is a fucked up, weird hobby that you would want to try but not let anyone know you did? Weird fucked up hobby I would want to try. Probably sucking the adrenal blood out of babies. I just wouldn't want anyone to know because it's like, it's a little tackier than the stuff that I do, but I would definitely like, you know, if someone else did all the work, if there was like a shot glass and like, take this, I want to try that out. Seems cool. I don't know. People say I look like a young Hillary Clinton, so I don't know. And I really like pizza. Netflix requests eye-catching title to get viewers' attention. What's the most fucked up one you can think of? I always like the ones I actually thought of would be like molesteds have the last laugh. I was molested. I put the mole in molested. That's a good one. When's the special? I don't have a special, but the Comedy Store podcast or documentary is coming out on October 4th on Showtime. My wife is opening up our relationship and would like a new partner. Nope, I'm good. Have you ever been discarded by a narcissist? I actually did. I dated a narcissistic guy and we had a very like volatile relationship and it was very focused on him. And then when I broke up with him, he said, I will destroy you. He screamed at me, I will destroy you. You are my enemy. And I just went, oh, I love you and this isn't working and I'm just no longer fighting with you and I'm just done. And then he literally never talked to me again because I didn't give him what he wanted. Did you hear Joe Rogan call you Allie Letterman on his recent podcast? That's so funny. I didn't, but sometimes listen, the man got his head knocked around a lot, okay? You got to be gentle with those CTE brains. They all got a little fish swimming around. He's a smart guy, but have you smoked DMT or drank ayahuasca? Why and why not? I've done both. I love them. And the reason why is because they're the best. They make me, it's like 30 years of therapy. I recommend everyone do it. It was gorgeous. I learned the most beautiful lessons of my life. One, that I am literally the most loved human on earth. I was feeling unlovable, but really love is all around me. I mean, Whitney and fucking Esther have to stop texting me. Anyway, it's really annoying. And they're going like, OMG, but it's definitely not good. Oh my God, they're so annoying. I don't even know how to turn it off and still read these things. Anyway, it's like doing 30 years of therapy in one night. It's absolutely amazing. People are like, no, but I'm going to shit and puke. It's nothing. That's nothing. The benefits you get are unbelievable. I can't wait to do it again. I love it. Would you rather be the funniest comedian or the most successful? I think they go hand in hand. I don't know. I think I'm on the track to be both. No, I always want to be the funniest, but it's not a competitive thing. I want to be my funniest. I used to wake up when I was doing open mics like 5 times a night, every fucking night of the week. And I would wake up in the morning, I would bang my fist against the fucking wall. And I would just be like, I want to be funnier. I want to be funnier. So the goal is always to be funny. The success just comes with it, I think, when it's time. It's so annoying. They're still texting. I'm getting fucking so mad. Stop. Oh, they're annoying. Do you prefer being single or dating someone? I like love and support. I really enjoy the feeling of love and support. But when you're in a relationship that's bad, obviously I'd rather be single. I had a lot of terrible, terrible relationships, and I much more enjoyed the off time, the time to just hang out. Listen, I've been masturbating a long time. I know how to take care of myself, but I don't know, love and support. I don't think anything beats it. It's when you become a team or an alliance with someone. I'm speaking in survivor terms. That's really like the best. I think you can be your best that way. And I used to not think that, but I do think that now. The longest I've ever been single, I used to be single for years and years. It's all good. It's okay to be single. I mean, maybe not during quarantine. Honestly, maybe not. Do you always come or do you ever do sexual transmutation and Taoist sex? I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. I'll look it up. Sounds very fun. I did hear about like when you're fucking someone and you're coming, you're supposed to think of your goals. Both of you are supposed to think of the same goal. So if you're like trying to get a Tesla or you're trying to get a house, or you're trying to get $1 million, millions, universe. You're supposed to like at the same time when you come, you think the same thing. You're like, Tesla, instead of Stella, Tesla. Have you ever farted in front of a guy? When haven't I? Who's the guy who does your voiceover? I don't know what that means. I've rewatched this little clip. Oh, thanks. Do you think guys should eat their girlfriend's ass? If your girlfriend wants her ass eaten, get to fucking munching. If your girl doesn't want her asshole eaten or touched, get your fingers and your tongue out of her fucking ass, okay? Because sometimes people have food allergies and sometimes sex is your butthole's alone time, okay? Maybe sometimes sex is your fucking butthole's smoke break, okay? And get your fingers the fuck out of it now. I mean, if your girlfriend felt that way. What's my favorite bit? Personal and I really liked my cerebral palsy tits bit, which was where I say that I was my friend Maria who has cerebral palsy. I went swimming with her and I realized that I helped her get changed and I saw how great her boobs were. She had like the best tits I've ever seen. And I felt really, I don't know. I know it's a fucked up thought, but I was like, that's really not fair. Like, here's Maria with cerebral palsy, confined to a wheelchair with perfect tits. And here I am walking around with cerebral palsy tits. It's not fair. I like that joke. That's my favorite joke, I think. And it's an old one. But I like it because you think I'm going to be mean to her, but then I'm mean to me. But I like all my jokes. I don't know. I like jokes. And my favorite bit, I mean, everything's just so annoying right now and going off and making me so fucking mad because it's Shark Week. I'm very irritated. I lost my spot too because everyone's fucking calling me. See, I'm getting mad. It's just people loving me and wanting to chat with me. Just keep going. They just have not stopped. Most regretted, best laid. I don't know what that means. What's your last actually out of your comfort zone thing you did? When I was at Go Bananas in Cincinnati, I sang karaoke and it was really embarrassing. Everyone's like, you'll be fine. And then it was like really bad. And everyone was like, just took the mic from me and we're like, we're not going to do it with you. So that was very humiliating. Best lay that you regret the most. I hooked up with this guy we called Homeless Julian and he was uncut and gave me bacterial vaginosis. So I do regret that one, but he was really hot and he had no doors on his car. He had big monster tires and it was cool. So maybe it was worth it. Do you or Whitney get hurt with all of the scissoring that had to happen? No, scissoring soft. I have favorite bits of other people's. Nick DiPaolo has a bit where he says that his wife bought a $500 rug and he was like, why is it $500? And she's like, oh, because it's soundproof. And he was like, oh, good. The neighbors won't hear me stabbing you to death on it. I hope it's waterproof too for when I roll your body up and throw it in the river. Now that is a good joke. What's the most overrated, underrated accent? I don't like, well, I guess I do like South African accents now. I meet people from the places and then I like them, but I didn't like Leonardo DiCaprio's South African accent in Blood Diamond. I hated that. It was so annoying. It's like, how am I supposed to come listening to this? Ever make out with Esther? Not yet. Red, green, or Christmas? Okay, that's a green chili. I like to get, this is a New Mexico food joke or question. I get green chili. I get Christmas, sorry. And then I get an extra side of green chili on the side. What TV comedy of the last 70 years would you love to have guest starred on? Friends, maybe Sex and the City. It would have been fun to like make out with one of the girls, be the lesbian or something. Remember when you came to Buffalo with Rob Schneider? I could tell you didn't want to be. No, I love Rob Schneider and I love opening for Rob Schneider and he's heaven. I'm telling you, I love that man. Eat it or beat it shirts. That's a great idea. I should make some shirts and not just the masks, huh? Let's do that. That's a good idea. I'm not related to Scarlett Johansson. Top or bottom? I'm a middle. I'm into multiples. I was wild in college. My favorite comics coming up. Sandro Yocolano is one of my favorites. I just saw him the other night. I actually have to call him. I don't know. I have so many people I love. Mitch Burrow. There's a lot of guys at the Comedy Store that aren't passed yet that are so funny. Sandro is passed, but Mitch isn't yet. But really good. How can you get your voice as deep as mine? You have to just scream for 37 years. Just scream. Are you still sober for abstaining from alcohol? I am. I'm going to do a quitting drinking episode soon. Do you miss Santa Fe? Every day, baby. I love Santa Fe. That's my special place. What was it like working with Cracked? They seemed cool before they fell off. I had a great time working at Cracked. I really enjoyed doing that podcast with them. It was a fun time. I've really enjoyed most of the things I've done. Would you rather do a Zoom stand-up or a live stand-up, but you can only talk about COVID? Live stand-up. What's up with the whole feet thing? They that pretty or ugly? No, it's just a game. You can't have them. That's all. You want them and you can't have them. I think I'm pretty normal. They've been called mediocre by angry men. Wow, there's so many more questions. Should I save some of these for next time? How much over an hour have we done?
Keep going. Only 20 minutes. Do like another 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm just getting so tired, but for my Patreon, I'll do anything. And then it'll be fun. We can clip this out and show people what Patreon only stuff's going on. IHOP or Denny's? Denny's, bitch. I'm a Denny's hoe. I love Denny's. I love Denny's. I just found out I'm allergic to eggs and every time I eat them, I vomit. But previously in my past life, god damn what I fuck up. Just like some over easy eggs, just over those. I would ask for them to have the hash browns scattered so they're extra crispy. I would get the bacon and the sausages and I would pop that yolk and just spin it around, put some ketchup on it. Like, ooh, Denny's. Love Denny's. How has staying away from booze helped with your comedy? I think I just know when I do well or not. I mean, if I was drunk, I would be falling off the stage. I would be an insane. I just wouldn't be here. I wouldn't probably be on this earth if I didn't quit drinking. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I would be fucking dead. I would have fallen in front of a bus or a train. I would have just died, and it would have been all my fault. No one else would have been involved. It would have been totally me dying, falling on something sharp. I mean, imagine all these swords and stuff I have now. Be unbelievable. Who is the funniest non-comic that you know personally? Funniest non-comic. There's a lot of funny. Not my dad. My dad is the funniest non-comic. He's absolutely hilarious. Once I gained weight. I gained like 10 or 15 pounds, and I came to family vacation, and I was diving off the dock, and my dad yelled, "Look, it's Annie Weight Gainus," instead of Greg Louganis. I mean, it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Not a stand-up comic. Is there a link between dyslexia and anal? I don't know. That's a funny premise, though. What are the examples of people and relationships that you'd like your relationship to be like? You know who's got a good relationship? Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. What I like about them is they're always mean and funny to each other on social media. I think that's great. But they seem very supportive of each other. And who knows? Maybe they're a part of the adrenal gland drinking crew. The bit you do about hooking up with the old camp counselor, is it true? Yes.
Oh no. Forgot to do the unboxing.
I mean, I kind of want this whole thing to go out. I'm being funnier on this. I've loosened up. Should we add the unboxing in?
It's up to you.
I could just do it the next one.
Yeah, just do the next one.
Okay. Do you ever wonder if your husky voice is the reason you don't have a hot husband? No, I've never thought about that. I think if I wanted a hot husband, I'd have a hot husband. I believe I have complete control over my life and the things that I acquire and that I want. I'm what they call a high priestess. What Annie wants, Annie gets. Are you and Whitney really going to do a podcast together? I fucking hope so. I hope so. Bug her. Bug her. People are asking if my earrings are from Claire's. Rude. They're not. They're from Forever 21. $10. Come to Fort Drum, New York and hang out with some EOD guys for the weekend. I don't know what that means. You may love to talk, but your eyes speak all languages. What's your favorite voice? What the fuck is that question? Write me poetry and shit. I feel like you should have to have consent to read someone a poem. Are you getting richer with all the new exposure from your rich ass friends? Baby, I was born rich. Rich is a mentality, and my mentality is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. We'll see. How can we get more beautiful each week? Again, it's the children's blood. It's the baby blood. It's the amygdala. I like to fry it up. I put it in a taco sometimes. I call it a kid's meal, if you know what I mean. How do you cope with your trauma? I compulsively tell jokes and I just choose to be happy. I refuse to not be happy. The worst I get is during Shark Week, guys. Don't be a bitch. Be the fucking flower. Now, here's the thing. I say the opposite. Don't be the flower. Be the fucking bitch. I'm not a flower, bitch. I'm a bitch. Do you surf, kayak, or paddleboard? Well, I just went surfing, but I'll try kayaking and paddleboarding. I'll get back to you. When will women be funny? We need a time machine to go back to the moment I was born. Born funny, bitch. Barely born a girl, but definitely born funny. What strain of ganja do you recommend consuming while listening to your podcast? I say sativa. Let's get up, baby. I'm an upper. I ain't a fucking downer. I'm not an indica. I'm bringing something up that I know no one has brought up before. You are Scarjo's twin. Here's the thing. Scarlett Johansson also has a twin brother. I have a twin brother. They look alike. Now deal with that. Let that marinate in your fucking brain, okay? Why is my pee-pee barely 4 inches? I don't know. It's like testosterone. I don't know. But that's okay. When will you start a blurred OnlyFans? I feel like people would be pissed if I did that, but I'll do it if it's funny. If it's funny and it doesn't actually show my public parts. I've never been hit in the face. Would it be weird to ask my friend to fight me? Absolutely not. I completely support this. I want to get tased. I did get stabbed in the back once by an ex, but with just a pen. I made that sound more dramatic than it was, but I want to feel all the things. I don't want to get shot. I don't have a gun, so I don't feel like I need that. But it would be cool. I want to get tased. I think you should feel the things. I got punched in the side of the head. Juvenile delinquent school, man. All your friends are fucking crazy. All right. Has a guy ever asked to suck on your toes or give them a foot job? No, they haven't. James Brennan from Canada. I like how you put your name in there. Would you peg someone? If they wanted me to, 100%. Of course if someone wanted me to do that, I would do that. And also I'm alpha, so that'll be fun. Who's your same-sex celebrity crush? Scarlett Johansson. I'm a narcissist. Who do I have a girl crush on? I love Parker Posey. Do you guys remember Party Girl? I was always really into her. Do you take it on the face? I mean, kind of depends on the day, the mood, what's happening. If I've done my hair and makeup, am I going out later? Have I gotten my Joanne's load remover? Do all women like uncut dong? Think uncut dongs are gross? No, I don't think so. I think they seem bigger, honestly. I don't care about an uncut. You just got to make sure you get the dick cheese out of there. I don't want to smell fucking Gouda. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. No, not really anything in the stink. Do you aspire to have bigger hoops in the future? I do. I aspire to have heavier and bigger hoops, real gold. Do you like getting cream pies? No, you guys are so boring. How the hell do you get Alexa to play your podcast? We argued for an hour. That's cute. How often do you masturbate before versus after the Joe Rogan podcast? I'm so into myself now. I'm so cocky. I masturbate way more now. I do like pineapple on my pizza. Someone asked me that. I love pineapple on my pizza. I love a salty, sweet mixture. I like the mixing of the genres. I love a chocolate covered pretzel. Now that's fucking delicious. Salted caramel. Would you rather have sex with a scrubby stranger? Oh, I don't know what the rest of that says. Which other career would you have done if comedy didn't work out? I don't know. Teacher, special ed teacher. I don't know. I would have found something fun to do. When are you and Josh Potter starting your OnlyFans? Thank you for reminding me. We do have to start one. I got to talk to him. Give us the best dating advice you would have wished you had heard when you were younger. Be yourself. Don't play games. If someone doesn't like you, walk away. They're bitches. Do you swallow my pride? Never. Eat dick, not ass. I'm for that. Do you shave your upper lip? I pluck it, bitch. Takes longer. It's fun. It's really fun. Would you rather have uncomfortable flatulence or shit yourself randomly once daily? Or uncontrollable flatulence? Maybe shit myself once daily, because if people didn't hear it, I would just bring a change of clothes like I was like a first grader. I'd have my little bag of change of clothes. I think that's fine, as long as it only happened once a day. I have a shitty sis. She's the dumbest. Should I kill her or sell her? Love your sister. Love your sister. Why wouldn't you love your sister? One day your parents are going to be gone and she's going to be all you have. Love your sister. I love my brothers. Do you remember the first time you made a group of people laugh, like in school? I used to make people laugh a lot. I was very good I remember in Spanish class when we had to describe our cars, I'd always be like, "Como se dice dents? Como se dice tailpipe dragging?" Like I don't know, I always had jokes. Do you ever wear a bra? I wear a fucking swimsuit top. You gotta know me. I'm late, but I need your wisdom. My pee-pee is tiny, so I'm going to die alone. Any advice to accept it? You can find someone with that doesn't care. Go online. I bet you there's a fucking dating site for women who like tiny teeny weenies. What's the hardest you've ever laughed? There's 2 times where the hardest I ever laughed. Once when I was in nursery school, there was a guy who came to set up the new stuff in the playground, and we all watched, and his crack was showing that much, and I remember screech laughing, like I was dying laughing. And that's just like my first memory. And then another time, I actually will call Pete Lee on the next podcast and I will tell you the funniest thing. The time I laughed the hardest was with my friend Pete Lee. Any new hobby since COVID? Podcasting. Just kidding. I was doing it before. Getting rich. A past friendship that grew apart. The reason, and do you keep in touch through the years? No, I have been friend dumped by 2 girls. It's very painful. I don't talk to them anymore. But one of them's in comedy, so I'm sure she's really pissed at my past couple weeks because I am doing good. And my Patreon NDA level, the $20 holler tier, I'll tell you who it is on our next $20 holler. So if you're a $5 person and you want to know the deets, get juicy, you can go to my $20 holler. Do you think being traumatized creates a lasting comedic sense? If so, what's the best? I mean, I 100% think that my trauma made me laugh. I just had to like claw my way to joy is all. I mean, it's just too much. Okay, I gotta just end it. It's too much. You guys, the ones that I didn't get to, I'll read on my next podcast. Thank you so much. You guys, I so appreciate you joining the Patreon. I got some fun things in store for us. If you're new, go down and watch all the old sketches. The first thing I posted was a rejected sketch from the David Spade show. I submitted it right when the show was getting canceled, but it was really funny. It was a fake MTV Cribs. Todd was in that one. And it was just there's just been some sketches I've made that I'm really excited about. So watch everything, enjoy it, and I will see you guys later. Thank you. I love you.